What would you say, in your own words, what are some characteristics of the new space industry, and how does it differ from the firms that would traditionally come to mind when someone would think about the space industry?
Well, you know, what's really happened is that the technology has changed, and we certainly, as you look out for early stage companies, there are a lot of disruptive technologies that, let's say, haven't been adopted by traditional players in the aerospace sector. Clayton Christensen's Innovator's Dilemma is kind of a classic text on that example where entrepreneurs can take new technologies and bring them into, well, I would say, not necessarily a stagnant field, but one that lacks innovation and disrupt the industry. And that's pretty much what you're seeing in new space. And from SpaceX with their reusable launch vehicle to companies like Planet Labs and others in the small sat sector that are taking both hardware and software that's come out of the cell phone industry, the communications industry, the big data industry, and applying that to the space sector. So new space is about taking innovative, disruptive technologies and applying them in a sector that's been, let's say, reluctant to adopt those technologies. There are a number of good examples of this. We mentioned SpaceX, Planet Labs are also companies that are working on synthetic aperture radar. Those companies that are like Umbra Labs that are developing the hardware while at the same time allowing software developers to monetize the data. Many companies think they need to be vertically integrated. Is that true? Is that not true? I mean, that's its own decision. But I was in a discussion with some of the people from Space Capital saying, what things do you focus on as a company? And the things that are really adding value to customers, the things that are your secret sauce that you alone bring value to, are probably the things that you want to do in-house. And other things that perhaps aren't in your expertise, perhaps you can find a partner to make that work. There's kind of a push and pull between vertical integration and distributed company assets, and I would say it's kind of that decision's made on a case by case basis. But new space is fundamentally about taking disruptive technologies and applying them to the aerospace sector.